Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Watch baby-faced killer spin web of lies after brutally stabbing classmate Brianna Gay to death in unseen cop interview. This is the chilling moment the baby-faced killer, who brutally stabbed Brianna Gay to death, spun a web of lies to cops. Scarlett Jenkinson and pal Eddie Ratcliffe were just 15 when they knifed 16-year-old Brianna 28 times in Culcheth Linear Park on February 11, 2023. The callous teenagers were both given life terms for the premeditated murder in February, with a minimum of 22 years for Jenkinson and 20 for Ratcliffe. They were convicted in December 2024 after a grueling 3-week trial at Manchester Crown Court. In never-before-seen footage, Jenkinson and Ratcliffe put on a disturbing display during their police interview. Jenkinson calmly lies as she denies knowing anything about Brianna's murder. She tells officers, "I didn't even find out about it till after it happened. It was on the news." The 15-year-old admitted she was with Brianna the day it happened, but claimed she'd left early. "I texted her like, 'Why have you just ditched me and Eddie?' She just didn't respond," lied Jenkins. Meanwhile, Ratcliffe remains cool as he puts the blame on his twisted friend. He tells the force he can explain everything and said he saw Scarlett stabbing Brianna at least 3 times, stabbing her over and over. The haunting interview clips are set to air in a new ITV documentary, Brianna, A Mother's Story, at 9 p.m. tonight. Brianna's stoic mother Esther Gay also speaks on the documentary. She recalls meeting the mum of her daughter's killer, Emma Sutton, for the first time. "It was just something that we really wanted. I think since that meeting I speak to her every week," Esther explained. "I think it's really been healing not just for me, but for Emma as well." This comes after more footage revealed Brianna had helped Jenkinson dye her hair just weeks before the murder. The video shows the tragic teen wash Jenkinson's hair over a sink in a supermarket toilet. More unseen videos due to be aired in the ITV doc tonight include Jenkinson and Brianna buying meal deals together in Sainsbury's. Esther said, "I didn't want to believe it was Scarlett because she was a friend who Brianna obviously trusted and I trusted. I think it's the worst possible betrayal." In the documentary, the mother will also share her heartbreak with a dad who similarly lost his teenage daughter to a violent stabbing driven by malicious online communications. She is set to use the documentary to highlight online dangers surrounding social media, especially for children under 16. Esther recalled how her 16-year-old had struggled with an eating disorder before her death, which was made worse by websites promoting anorexia. The former food technologist argues the Online Safety Act doesn't do enough to protect young people. She said previously how she feared Brianna would be raped and murdered by sadists on the dark web, but never people known to her. Jenkinson and Ratcliffe were jailed for life and ordered to serve a minimum 22 and 20 years, respectively, before being considered for parole in February last year. Trial judge Mrs. Justice Yip told Jenkinson, "You knew Brianna was vulnerable and needed friendship and you abused that." She concluded that, while Jenkinson was motivated by her deep desire to kill, Ratcliffe was driven in part by hostility towards Brianna because she was transgender. "You both took part in a brutal and planned murder which was sadistic in nature, and a secondary motivation was hostility to Brianna because of her transgender identity," the judge said. Brianna, A Mother's Story will air at 9 p.m. this evening on ITV1, ITVX, STV, and STV Player. By Julia Atherley, Home Affairs correspondent. This comes after the Attorney General ruled the sentences of Brianna Gay's killers were not too soft and will not be reviewed. Their cases had been referred to the Attorney General to review under the unduly lenient sentence scheme. But a decision was taken not to refer onwards to the Court of Appeal, as the minimum terms were deemed acceptable. The Attorney General's office said, "A referral can only be made if a sentence is not just lenient, but unduly so, such that the sentencing judge made a gross error or imposed a sentence outside the range reasonably available in the circumstances of the offense. The threshold is a high one, and the test was not met for these sentences. Brianna's dad, Peter Spooner, previously said no amount of time was enough for the monsters who killed his daughter. Jenkinson and Ratcliffe developed an obsession with killing and torture, their trial at Manchester Crown Court heard. Judge Mrs. Justice Yip said the attack, in Colchester, Cheshire, last year, was also motivated by transphobic hate. Ratcliffe has applied for permission to appeal his sentence. 8 haunting footage from the day Brianna was killed credit. PA 8 Brianna's mother Esther will use the documentary to highlight the dangers of social media credit. ITV News.